Hey, let's make some flower weavings today. So in your kit, you guys have your pre-warped round, your little like hoop, and then you've got your fibers and 2 leaves that I already knotted for you. So these come in an assortment of colors, and you'll probably have one big and one large in there. So first, you have to decide which color you'd like in the center. So I've given you, in this one, there's 3 colors in this kit, and 2 of the colors are cut shorter, and then this yellow is cut very long. So I'm gonna grab one of the shorter colors, like this orange one. I want this to be the center. So I'm gonna start by making sure, if you look at your hoop, one side has a knot on the back, put that, well, it has a knot, put that on the back side. And then you take your piece of fiber, so this one's wool, and I'm going to put it in one of these pizza slices. It doesn't matter which slice you want to start with. I'm just going to tuck it in there, push it down towards the center, and then a little bit sticks out on the back. And then I'm going to take the other end of it, and I'm going to skip this slice, but I'm going to push it through the next pizza slice. So I'm going to take the end, skip one slice, push it through the next, all the way through, all the way to the back. It doesn't have to be super tight, but you want it to be snug in there. Then I'm going to take that end and I'm going to push it up through the slice that I skipped. Okay? Goes up through that skip slice. And just kind of tuck it down. Now I'm going to keep going with the same technique. So I'm going to push it back down through a slice. So I'm going to skip this slice and push it back down through this one. And the slice that you skipped, this one, I'm going to push it back up and pull it out. And I just kind of keep tucking it, and you kind of see it just automatically goes around and around. So here we go again. Skip this slice, push it through the next one, and then back up through the skipped section. And you just keep going around and around until you've run out of this, or you're like, I don't want to use any more of it. Just chop it off and you can just tuck it down in there. It will hold. Okay, so now I'm done with that first piece, and I had a teeny tiny bit at the end left over, so I just poked it through the back, just like I did at the beginning. So now I'm going to start with my next color, which is this bright hot pink, and I'm going to start here with one end of it, and it's going to start right where I left off. Okay, so I'm going to push it through the same one that I ended on, so they're right next to each other. And I left a little tail in the back. And I go to the other end of it, and I'm going to skip a slice, push it through all the way, go back to my skip slice, and pull it up from behind. And now this, because it's a lot thinner, you can pull real tight and have like a tiny little weave here, or you can leave it looser and make it like a big bubbly weave. That is up to you. So you just keep going with that. Skip a slice, push it through, then go back to your skip slice and pull it through. And I just like gently push it down so that it's, you know, we want to cover that little knot, that center that you can see. So I just kind of rearrange everything. But I'll just keep going around with this until I feel that I've had enough of it. Or I can just cut it off if I have like too much pink. Okay, so I've got mine wrapped around quite a few times, and I think I want to stop right there. So now I'm on to my final color. And I just leave like any scraps, just leave them hanging in the back. We'll cut them when we're all done. and it's the exact same thing. So you just start off, you know, wherever you left off, right here. And this one might be trickier because that bigger piece is always gonna be thicker. That way you have like a nice, it looks like flower petals, you know? I'm going to skip one, push it through, but the spaces get smaller, so that's why it's trickier to weave it through. But for this, I go all the way around, and I wanna make sure like I go out far enough that covers this wire so that you can't see it. So I'll keep doing that. So now I've got mine all finished and I've got that end left over. So I'm just gonna simply push that through to the back. And you can just kind of move them around so that it kind of hides the brass hoop. And then you can push these guys through, you know, get that pink to pop out or whatever color, you know, maybe you lost some of that color. And there you can just kind of squish it around and adjust it. All right. All right, it's almost done. So then the next step I do is I get a little bit of hot glue and I decide like, where do I want my leaves at? So I'm gonna put them here, and I like to push them from the back, like underneath, and I just push them through one of these spaces up through. Just gonna push that guy through just so he's secure there. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue to them. And then the other one, I think I'm gonna put it right next to it. So I'll push it from the back. That space, and I kind of like them overlapping, but you can, you know, adjust it, put it any way that you like. And then my last step after that is to flip it over and then cut all of this. So I just simply just trim everything. The leaves, like the leftovers that you've got on there. And done. Little flower cutie. I hope you guys have fun with it. If you want to share a picture on social media, just make sure you tag me at The Urban Art Studio. Thanks.